let's go over the 5 reasons that I hate this creation. So you may be wondering, why would I post something that I hate? You may have watched all the other videos where I created this, and I'm going to be talking to you about the 5 reasons why I hate this, and the 1 reason that I did post it. So starting with the first one, I will say it's this fabric. I hate this salmon fabric. So you may have seen the video of where I made it the resort wear outfit, and in that video I actually struggled with it as well. It's very stretchy, and I know that knits are supposed to be stretchy, but my issue was that I didn't stabilize it well, and I thought that the pleats were going to kind of do this, which is why I tried to add them, but instead it just stretched, and then what I ended up having to do was on the sides, I had to kind of take it in slightly so that it would actually fit the mannequin and wouldn't have this gaping hole. So it definitely was a learning experience, and when I look at some of the sides for it, it makes me really upset with what happened to it. Going with that, the second reason why I hate this with the fabric is the straps. So these straps are really small. Let me take the shrug off so you're actually able to see them. If it started to fall off, again, one of the reasons why I hate this. The straps are really thin, and I thought it was going to look really great with the type of nightgown it was, but instead what it did was, due to gravity and the weight of this floral fabric, it's actually very heavy, and it just brought the entire thing down. So because the straps were not stabilized either, and I didn't use a stabilizing thread, I ended up having this very low cut nightgown, which is part of the reason why I made the shrug, but I also thought it would just look really nice with it. So the third reason I hate this nightgown is this material. So I really liked the material, the floral material, when I got it, and I thought these two would work really well together, and they were bargain fabrics, so I thought it'd be great, but it's so heavy, and it also was really hard to sew. So these little flowers, when I tried to kind of fold the fabric over for the hem, I couldn't get it straight, and it made everything so much more difficult. The fourth reason why I hate this nightgown is the top portion of the bodice. So as you can tell, the bottom is a little bit longer, but the top portion is so small and so short. And I really don't like how it ended up being like that way. Yes, it had the lining, and I tried to do my best to make sure that you wouldn't be able to see the lining, which is why, I did the top stitching, I did so many different elements, trying to make it look professional, but it's just such a small piece of a bodice that for most women, you probably would not be able to wear it just to feel comfortable. It's not supportive at all, partly due to the fabric. So, and with the straps, and it keeps getting lower, it just really is not my favorite. And then because of everything that's going on with it, the hem ended up being all weird, which is part of the reason that I'm just not a big fan. And that leads us though into our 5th reason why I hate this outfit, and that's the back. So if you saw in the first video for this, I talked about how I did a hook and eye closure, and it's a mess really. I feel like is the best way to describe it. The hook and eyes didn't really work because the fabric's so heavy, it starts to stretch. You're able to see them, the lining starts to come out as well. It's all so messy and all over the place, and it really doesn't look like that great of a quality of a nightgown. It also just doesn't come out to be looking the best. If I were to fix this, I definitely know that I did the top stitching wrong, so I would have changed that up as well. With all of this said though, you may be wondering, why did I even post the video of making the nightgown as well as this little shrug? And it's for 2 reasons. One, I wanted to show that not everything that I make ends up looking good, or that I like it, as I feel like things on the internet can be very deceiving and people think that, everything is perfect the first try. Second is because this was actually a really big learning experience for me, and I am proud of what I did. These were both new materials for me to work with, so while I struggled with them, I do know a lot more, and it was a great learning challenge. If you like this video and are interested in more critiques of my work, be sure to like it, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again. Thanks.